And welcome, everybody, the Homeschool Connect Expo. Today is February 10th, Wednesday, and we have all the month of February, our online college expo, college fair, with 80 plus colleges and universities from all over the place, representing all different kinds of things, but they have one thing in common: they love homeschoolers, and they open up their place and with open arms to homeschoolers. So I love that. But thank you for watching the Homeschool Connect Expo today. Right now we have Jonathan. He's with Wyoming Catholic College, and we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, a little bit. Getting everything set up and ready to go, but we'll bring him on here in a little second. He's got a video presentation for us, and then we'll have a Q&A. So all the links are down below from to get to the Homeschool Connect Expo, to get to the college fair, to get to the Wyoming Catholic College's exhibitor booth with all the information, and then with links out to their website to get you more information. So let's try this here and bring Jonathan in, and let's do this right now. So, hey, Jonathan, how are you doing?
Very good. How are you, Sam?
Hey, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I told everybody we are having a little technical difficulties and with the connection and everything. So but thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for giving us your time. And why don't you introduce yourself and a little bit about the Wyoming Catholic College?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Jonathan Rensch. As Sam said, I'm the Director of Admissions at Wyoming Catholic College. As many know, we are a new guide college here, located here in Lander, Wyoming. We are a small liberal arts college. What we do uniquely is we introduce our liberal arts education through the outdoors. And so all of our students have an outdoor experiences throughout their time at the college. Sam, do you want me to keep going in this vein, or do you want me to share the video now before we get to the Q&A?
Yeah, let's do the video and share that with everybody, and anybody on YouTube, Facebook. You can send in your questions right through there. We'll get those, and then after the video, we'll ask Jonathan all about it. So yeah, go ahead and share your screen if you can, and we'll do that.
All right, thanks, Sam. So everyone, for those listening, what I'm about to show you is a video that introduces many of the aspects and features of the college. It's about 3.5 minutes. And if this screen share goes well, you'll all be able to see it, and then we'll get back to the Q&A. So stand by.
All right. Looks like it's coming now. All right.
Just another minute while this goes to full screen.
All right. Yeah. Everything that we do has some relation to our Catholic identity.
Great ideas for literature,
Everything that we do has some relation.
great ideas, great literature, great theological arguments have to be employed.
And poetic encounter with the real and the beautiful. God balances it through with physical encounters with the real and the beautiful. You know those things.
That requires not just knowledge, but the creative imagination.
The curriculum is so rich. There are so many different things that people can be interested in our curriculum.
We have a theological aspect, which has its roots in the Middle Ages. We have a rhetorical and humanistic aspect, which has its roots in the Renaissance. And then we have something that no one else has. We have a kind of experiential leadership program.
The first thing we do when we get here is go on a 3-week backpacking trip in the mountains that most people have never done anything like that. Then we take to the books and talk about places that great authors are describing or events that they've experienced. When we started reading the Greek myths for freshman year, it was a whole new world that I was being ushered into. There's a better understanding of, wow, I actually understand what it means to be cold.
So the books sort of stay in the classroom, but they have to become something that you take with you all throughout your life, all throughout the rest of your day, in the outdoors especially. The motto of Wyoming Catholic College is "Let them be born in wonder." The students who come here want to dive fully into the spiritual life and become holy. They want to dive fully into the academics and learn as much as they can. And they want to dive into the outdoors. They want to become great leaders.
We're compelling students to make a response once we give them this tradition. This college gives the students all the tools they need. I think it's up to the students to take advantage of those.
We want them to come out, see the stars, read the books, see the sunsets, watch the elk run, ride the horses, and have their breath taken away. And from that wonder that they're born into, we think wisdom will arise.
All right. That came across really nicely. Sorry about the technical difficulties we were having.
Are you there, Sam? Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I
there we go.
may have lost you there, Sam.
Yeah,
but it looks like you're coming back.
Yeah, we're back. We might have to do this again sometime. This month, but I played that video on my side.
I appreciate it.
I know there's, I was just reading there's some internet issues going on in the United States right now, and there's a lot of bandwidth happening. So I think we're right in that middle, of something happening. But we got the video, and it's absolutely gorgeous of an area that you're in.
Oh, it really is. Lander, Wyoming is one of the best rural mountain towns in the United States.
And so I think, watching that video, checking out your exhibitor booth, checking out your website, that really comes across. And I think you had mentioned before, that you really wanted your students to be outside, be in nature, be a something bigger than what they are. And where does that come from? Where Have you seen people, especially nowadays, once they get off their phone and really look, that their minds open?
I think that word bigger is actually the perfect jumping off point. It's so easy it's actually related to liberal arts, to the intellectual program of the college. The outdoors, the project that we're seeking there is a preparation of the mind for each of our students, right? Quick story. I was in high school. I wrote an essay, basically just tried to make it sound good and handed it in to my professor. And he handed it back to me and he said, Jonathan, you write pretty well. You can make a sentence sound good. But he said, but you have no onboard BS detector. And what he meant is that I just didn't stop to think if what I was saying was true. The challenge in academics is that we get into the academic environment and the temptation always is to try to appear clever, to try to be the smartest person in the room, or to appear to be the smartest person in the room, right? To win arguments rather than treat the intellectual life as an inquiry after the truth. So what does that have to do with the outdoor life? There is nothing like the outdoors, that what you said, Sam, something bigger. For us to realize that there is a reality outside ourselves that's bigger than us. When we're in the outdoors, it's the stars, the mountains, the epic cathedral of God's creation. It might also be the thunderstorm that's chasing us down a mountain, sending hail after us. But at the end of the day, that experience of reality in the wilderness is a preparation for our experience in the classroom, in which in a similar way, we need to be seeking that which is bigger. We need to be seeking the reality outside ourselves, which is the truth. So going back, the academic program, there's a temptation to be clever. The outdoor life that we have, the outdoor experiences, prepare our students to seek the truth, to seek something bigger, to seek reality.
Okay. I get that. That's awesome, and what a beautiful place to do that. I mean, that's absolutely the mountains and everything else. And everybody jump on the exhibitor booth. There's videos out there. Click on the link to go out to the website and check out their YouTube channel. They have a ton of students videos on there talking about just their journey, what it means to be in this maybe smaller college, but in this bigger area of life, and what it really truly means. So I think you'll kind of get a glimpse of what everybody's talking about. Now on the academic side, you have multiple places of study, a bunch of different avenues. What are some of the main ones that people go when they come to Wyoming Catholic College?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. So like I've said a few times, we are a liberal arts college. So all of our studies are pointed at an experience of perennial truths. The pride of place in our curriculum is always theology. We really believe the idea that theology is the queen of the other areas of knowledge, of the avenues of study. So in a student's practical experience, however, every student is going to be having a theology class every semester. Scripture proceeds through the church fathers, ends with an examination of various encyclicals and other church documents. And otherwise, the queen's maidservant, if you will, in the curriculum is the humanities, that study of the greatest writers and the greatest literature in the history of mankind. And so you'll read Shakespeare, you'll read Dante, you'll read Chaucer, you'll read Laveransdottir, you'll read all of these great books in which authors have been wrestling with the human experience throughout the centuries. Added to that, we have a number of other courses. Philosophy is another major track for our students, but then we round it out with mathematics, science, writing, logic, and horsemanship, as well as we call it the ELP, the Experiential Learning Program. And it's a class that really connects the really heady intellectual side of the curriculum with that more practical hands-on outdoor experience.
Okay. All right. I know a lot of people have been doing virtual tours. Are you still open to do campus tours for anyone that's looking, and how can they kind of get involved in that if they're wanting to come out?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are open for on-campus visits. We do have some COVID-19 protocols in place, which our admissions office can help you sort through. It's fairly straightforward, but we are open for on-campus visits. We welcome students during this time, parents as well.
All right.
If for anyone who's interested, just contact our admissions office either through our website or directly by phone, and we can take care of the details with you.
Okay. One of the questions we had was, do you take the CLT?
We do. In fact, that is our preferred standardized test.
Okay. Awesome. Very good. And then, and you're a 4-year college, correct?
We are. Yep.
All right. And then, and someone's asking about FAFSA or financial aid.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the current time, we do not participate in FAFSA. However, we have our own financial aid process, our own financial aid calculator, which we believe is more optimized than the FAFSA to respond to the needs of families. Many of our families are large, they have a lot of kids. Money's the easiest thing to come by for many of them. So we believe that our process is a little more finely tuned to the type of students that tend to be interested in Wyoming Catholic. However, overall, the process will feel similar to the FAFSA process. And once again, the admissions office can get you started, walk you through questions that you may have.
Okay. All right. Let's see, there's another question coming in here. How long has the college been around?
That's a great question. I am actually a member of the first class. So okay. Depending on how old you think I am, we'll give you an indicator of how long you think it's been around. No, we were established in 2005 as an organization. The first students arrived in 2007, and our first graduating class graduated just 10 years ago in 2011.
Okay. All right, very good. And then for any other questions, what's the best way for someone just to go out on the website and get the contact information for the admin office with any other deeper questions?
Yeah, absolutely. Admissions at wyomingcatholic.edu. I believe it's also on the Expo profile. That's the best way to get in touch with us directly. Of course, our website has a lot of information that can answer many people's questions, but admissions at wyomingcatholic.edu.
Okay. And check out the exhibitor booth, and like I said, there's videos and photos, and then also links out to their website and social media platforms. Their website's excellent, has a ton of information about their student life, and some fun things that they do throughout the year. And you can see all about the academics and even admissions area. And on the admissions, do you is there an essay, or is there some We know the CLT is your preferred on there. The
Yep.
is there an essay or how does that
There
work?
is, yeah. So absolutely, yeah. Great question. So we have an online application. Again, can be easily found through our website. That will require you to write an essay on a variety of. There's a variety of different topics from which you can choose. We require a couple of letters of recommendation. The standardized test, ACT, SAT, or like we mentioned, CLT, are all accepted. And then we will require a homeschool or high school transcript, depending on what background you have. Yep, so that's our application requirements. Once a student has completed those, they'll have an interview with a member of our faculty, and then provided everything's gone forward smoothly, then they'll be accepted.
Okay. All right, great. I thank you for this time that you've given us and come on here to let us know a little bit more about the Wyoming Catholic College, and to hear more.
Absolutely. Yeah, my
That
pleasure.
that really helps. The video and the information, really gets to understand. And Wyoming might not be the first thought in your mind to go to college or whatever. But if you haven't been there, you need to take a look. And I love
Beautiful.
you guys' just thoughts of the academic side and reading these beautiful novels and really looking at that part, and then the outdoors. What a beautiful mindset that would have to bring in, especially someone's prayer life, being out there in Wyoming. I can imagine prayer life it could be amazing out there. Just seeing the beautiful landscape, and so. But I appreciate the time, and everybody go out and check out the exhibitor booth, check out their website. And is there anything else that we might not have covered? I know we had some technical difficulties during this process. But is there anything else that you might want to kind of mention about Wyoming Catholic College before we head out?
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Two things. The first is on February 18th. So that's just over a week from now. We will have a online math seminar. And the theme is why you don't love math yet. And so what our professors will do is they'll take a look at, all right, what's happened to math education in America in the last 50 years? How does that contrast with the way we approach mathematics in the classroom at Wyoming Catholic? And so how is it that math should be taught? And what sort of truths does math reveal? So that's February 18th at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll put a link for the registration on the profile at Homeschool Connect Expo. So that would be the first thing that I'd plug coming up. The next thing would be for seniors, high school seniors. We have a few slots left in our founders competition. That's an opportunity to come to Lander, Wyoming for the weekend, to take part in a competition for scholarships to the college. But it's also a way to just breathe in and soak in this Wyoming Catholic experience. So in addition to being able to sit in on classes, meet students, meet professors, you'll also be able to go rock climbing. You'll be able to see the horses. You'll be able to have a banquet with our faculty, and then a entertainment put on by our students for you. And so it's really a complete experience, a complete taste, right? A foretaste of what it is that we're doing at WCC. So for any seniors who are interested in competing for scholarship money, but also trying to find out more about what it is that we do here, I would encourage you to look at those weekends. One is in March, one is in April. Again, we'll put the details and links on the Homeschool Connect Expo profile.
Wow. I mean, that's I love the math thing. and that founders that time to be able to get up there and then compete, for a scholarship. That every money helps, everything helps, and that's kind of a cool way of doing a campus visit and getting to know everybody, and for the students to have a chance to participate in something like that. So that's really cool. I love that. I love that. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, like I said, I appreciate the time, and let us know
Absolutely, Sam.
more about Wyoming Catholic College, and we'll talk to you soon. Maybe we'll do one later on. Keep on bringing your questions in, and keep on coming in, and maybe we'll get Jonathan back on here. So, but I appreciate it. Thanks.
I'd love any opportunity to talk to you. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much for your time,
day.
Sam. We'll stay in touch.
All right. Take care.
Bye now.
All right.